Hello everyone, I'm Nikki, it's Group 1. Today we're gonna use Apple as our case study topic. So we will navigate our presentation through Apple's current landscape, the strategies, bring them to the success, and then we will deeply dive into the two Apple's key products, talk about the target market, positioning, and the current issues. Then we will give some solutions to suggest how to bring them to the next level. So first, welcome Adrian. We'll give the market landscape.
Hi, it's Andrea. Let's dive into Apple's winning formula, descriptive business models. Firstly, the ecosystem model. Apple's interconnected universe fosters a loyal customer base, making it hard for users to leave. This is not only creates a devoted following, but also opens avenues for cross-selling opportunities, amplifying Apple's impact. Next, the experience model goes beyond products. Apple creates enriching experiences, setting industry standards, and fostering deep emotional connection with users. It's not just a purchase, it's an immersion into a world of seamless integration and intuitive design. Following with subscription model, Apple's diverse content and service offering under subscription ensures steady revenue streams and maximize users' lifetime value. Regular updates and improvements keep users engaged, driving Apple's revenue and retention rates. Lastly, on-demand model puts customization at its core. Apple allows users to tailor products to their preferences, enhancing engagement and loyalty while solidifying Apple's market dominance. So Apple's success lies in anticipating future needs, but while the decline in well-established lines in Australia. Despite Apple's foresight, we have witnessed a decline of iPhone annual growth down by 13%, Mac facing a dramatic drop of 34%, iPad ownership showing a softness down by 10%. While Apple excels at looking ahead, this decline suggests a need of reassessment and adaptation to evolving consumer preferences and market dynamics. Now I pass to Nikki and she'll dive more into ecosystem model.
So moving on to the Portal 5 diagnose is examining Apple's robust product line, which notably includes the iPhone accounting for 52% of total net revenue, followed by Mac, iPad, and other accessories. It's crucial Apple's Portal 5 forces analyzed to understand the competitive landscape, which you can see is quite high risky for Apple to facing the competitors. Currently, we're observing an increase in competitive environment, especially for those established brands like Samsung, primarily because the buyers have and so now moving on to Apple service products, which is another chance for Apple actually. Despite all the challenges in physical product lines, there are silver lining for Apple because the revenue for service scored up to 22%, doubling that for Mac or iPad sales. Remarkably, the profit margin for service stands at 70.9%, contrast to 36.6% for physical products. Moreover, the revenue trend for service is on an upward trend. This analysis not only highlights the competitive pressure faced by Apple, but also we underscores the opportunities for the service sectors. And now I will pass to Binzi talk about the first issues we discovered for Apple.
Apple's streaming service, Apple TV Plus, currently faces significant challenges. In product offering, first, the platform lacks compelling content and stronger focus on original productions, like The Morning Show, to retain user interest. Second, confusion between Apple TV and Apple TV Plus highlights a low brand recognition. The inadequate design of its interface and search function will potentially cause inaccurate search results. For the compatibility issues, customers experience disruptions due to the absence of seamless operation across different user profiles within the same account. Recurring errors hamper the viewing experience, while compatibility with older Apple devices poses a persistent challenge. Next, Cynthia will discuss the in-store experience challenges.
Thanks, Binzi, for sharing the challenges of Apple's streaming services. But how about iPad? Physical products have always been the pillars of Apple, and they are the market leaders. So, what hinders people from purchasing them? In this case, it seems more like an internal problem. We have researched on Australia Apple Store's Google rating. Surprisingly, Apple gets the lowest rating compared with its key competitors and Dyson, which shares similar premium market positioning with Apple. Dyson gets 4.5 out of 5, while Apple only gets 3.5. This huge contrast has demonstrated a cruel truth that Australian Apple Store fails to provide a superb in-store experience to its customers. Next, Lancy will talk about the Apple TV target consumers.
One of the target groups for Apple TV Plus is innovative young explorers who are aged between 22 and 13, have a limited budget and revenue, and also have at least 2 or more Apple products. And they're also the users of existing streaming service. They are looking for entertainment that fit in with their dynamic lifestyles and the regional context that attract to them and allow them to engage and interact on it. However, the relative lack of interactive and immersive experience in existing streaming platforms has become one of their pain points. So our aim is to provide a streaming service that caters to their interest in technology, social interaction, and cultural diversity. We hope to provide not only entertainment but also a way to participate and create.
Thank you, Nancy. The other target market we would like to expand is on the product iPad. We want to highlight the iPad's versatility, adaptability, and ability to navigate the various terrains of family life, which means positioning the iPad as a family property akin to a four-drive wheel car. Based on this purport, the potential target group would be the young parents who aged between 30 to 40, with an annual family income ranging from $150,000 to $250,000. They are used to using tech product as part of their lifestyles. And what sets them apart is their ownership of at least one or more physical Apple devices per family member. This segment of customers seek versatile devices for entertainment, education, and creativity that integrate seamlessly into their busy lives. They are struggling with managing their busy schedules and trying to find a balance between the family entertainment attributes and the educational attributes to their children. We aim to foster stronger family connections, streamline the daily activities, and encourage the educational and creative endeavors of younger members. So now I'd like to move the chapter to talk about the streaming services in Australia. So basically there are 8 main players now available in the Australia market, which shown on the screen. So among them, Disney Plus stands out as a family-oriented platform. Primarily, it's focusing on content suitable for all ages. So these features make it less of the direct competitor to Apple TV Plus because they are not even sharing a similar target audience. The remaining 7 services can be divided into 2 categories. Those primarily focusing on integrating existing contents and those well-known for their original series. Considering the audience demographic and the brand prominence, we have chosen Netflix, Amazon Prime Videos, and YouTube TV to be our main competitors and peers for analysis. And now I'd like to hand over to Binzi. Binzi will talk more about the competitors.
When we examine the streaming service market in Australia, Apple TV Plus was launched considerably later than established competitors such as Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. As a latecomer, Apple TV Plus opted to follow the strategies of the giants rather than trailblazing new trends or setting industry benchmarks. Apple TV Plus faced a deficiency in its content library, with only a smaller selection of original productions and licensed content. Consequently, it had to gain subscribers by offering competitive pricing, even free trials to Apple new device owners, leveraging its Apple brand and gradually bolstering its content offerings. In contrast, Netflix has emerged as the market leader with an extensive catalog and well support across various devices. Notably, it produced original content which filmed locally in South Australia. As an add-on for Amazon Prime memberships, Amazon Prime Video benefits from an already expensive consumer base. Conversely, YouTube TV caters to a niche audience interested in streaming TV channels. Facing these severe competitions, I'll pass it to Nikki to discuss the solution to this threat.
Turning the attention to Apple TV Plus, we identify a strategy opportunity to resolve the existing challenges and enhance its market positions. Our strategy will focus named as Apple Vibes and to leverage the comprehensive Apple One subscription service along with the diverse range of the devices within Apple ecosystems to create a central hub for digital entertainment. And as you know, Apple is currently will push out the Vision Pros and maybe the Apple Rings. So will evaluate some Apple's like device potentials. So we will put them together. First thing first, developing original interactive content is a must-do for Apple to change current, like have nothing to watch on the Apple TV Plus. And we will blend the diverse cultural backgrounds in the content as well and provide some opportunities to make the interactive, like progressive for the scripts. Because actually audience can select their preferred directions during the watching, have the different kinds of ending to the audience. And then leveraging Apple ecosystem for immersive experience, especially for the game. Like we put them together to like another level for like PlayStation or Xbox or Switch, so you can play with your friends offline or online. And forming strategic partnership with expanded content as well. So currently, as you all of us understand, the sports is quite a big deal in Australian market. Maybe the live streaming for sports, the partnership with those sports rugby leagues, and also we can maybe push out those kind of limited copyrights for those TV shows as well.
Firstly, Apple as the market leader have a whopping 80% of the market share. Its iPad series enjoys unrivaled ecosystem integration, has an impressive brand reputation, and extensive Apple Store resources. High price and less customization are its major disadvantages. Secondly, we have the market challenger Samsung, which has the wide range of tablets to satisfy the demands of different consumers. And the Android operating system is more flexible, but the brand recognition and software update frequency is low. And then Microsoft as market followers, their two-in-one devices run the full Windows OS and can be used as a replacement for tablets and laptops, but like tablet-oriented apps and have a short battery life. Lastly, market niche is Google. Although they have a smaller selection of tablets and low visibility and penetration, with a market share of 0.15%, integration with Google's AI service and smart assistants delivers a better experience for users.
Thanks, Lancy. Earlier, I have mentioned the in store experience of Apple, but what exactly are the problems? We have gone through numerous reviews and found consistent and repeated complaints from customers across four domains. First is the service and engagement issues. Customers do not receive proactive assistance from staff. What's even worse is that when customers reach out for help, staff showed avoidance behavior. Also, there is a long wait time regardless the store is busy or not. The second domain is about staff attitude and professionalism. Lots of customers complained about staff being rude, condescending, and dismissive. Some customers even felt racism. When customers escalated their complaints to the store manager, unfortunately, they did not receive any constructive solutions. The third domain is about communication and transparency challenges. Staff fail to answer customers' inquiry about basic product features, repair process, or wait times. Some customers also mentioned the staff proceeded the repair without their consent, and all of their data was lost. Last but not least, Apple's store failed to provide quality information and customer support. The Apple geniuses provided inaccurate technical advice or repair quotes to their customers. When the customers were really disappointed and wrote complaints to Apple, they got a phone call from the customer service, yet it sounded more like lip work than treating the case sincerely. All this poor install and service experience have been greatly impacted iPad's sales potential, since the value of iPad is not effectively communicated and demonstrated in-store to the customers. Also, the overall unsatisfactory service experience deters potential iPad purchases. The misaligned discount strategy is also an issue. iPad's discount is primarily to the students. However, parents who hold the purchasing power are not adequately informed about iPad's educational benefits for their children. This discount strategy makes Apple missing the sales opportunity to the parents. Addressing the vulnerabilities just mentioned, our group come up with 3 directions for improvement. To enhance interactions for better showcasing iPad's feature, to highlight iPad's role in education and smart family solutions, and to expand customer service availability and accessibility. Next, Pam will explain the overall marketing strategy for iPad.
So, in conclusion, my partner has mentioned about how Apple's success is in the IT industry with disruptive innovation and replace the era of the function of Nokia and lead the home industry into the smartphone industry, right? But somehow just some problems happened, especially in Australia, like the customer is not interested in product anymore, especially streaming service. The second one is they are losing the face of the loyal customer because of the low quality of service, right? So what should we do? We just sum it up as reward Apple EXP. So what does that mean? We just simply want to explore and express more chance and better experience for our customers and improve their expectation from us. So firstly, it's just optimizing the experience model. I think the customer don't need to go to the George Street store, the Miranda store only. Maybe we should set the Genius Bar in the Bondi Junction Cafe, the airport, some convenient place like that to support our convenience support and IT help for this kind of customers. The second one is reinforce the community. This one is important. As we know, the Apple has released the MacBook Air secretly, kind of, and ask the customer to find out what is new. I don't think it's a very good idea for this today's new like online marketing society, right? And also the streaming service like the Apple TV, the Apple Sport, something like that. It's not attractive to customers, just like the case we discussed in the Starbucks. You are definitely the global leader, but you are not just a follower in Australia market, right? So maybe we should invite some KOC or KOL to do the introduction or to tell customers how good or how the feature is, what his innovation is, and to guide them find the aha moment of the brand. The last one is to use the pull strategy. Like we should low down the entry level for the iPad user. For example, just you can take the iPad and use for free, try for free, and also with some loyal programs. Like if you are an iPhone user, you can just try our iPad with lower cost and extra benefit, something like that. So this is the end of our presentation. Thanks for your listening, and we are welcoming for any questions.